What is up, guys? Today we're going to take a look at my 2003 Yamaha Banshee, and we're going to do a Toomey Pipe head-to-head comparison between the T5s and the T6s. So background story on my bike, I bought it about a year ago. Motor was completely stock, original top end, never been worked on. Still had good compression, like 115 PSI per cylinder, but it had Toomey T6s on it, extended swing arm, and a set of Keihin pod filters on it. So I took it to Pismo, ripped it around in the dunes. Bike ran absolutely perfect, but once you hit fourth gear on any type of incline, the power starts falling off, right? It just doesn't have enough torque to maintain fourth gear. So I went and built myself a stock bore dune port type stroker motor, put it all back together, everything's brand new, put the T6s back on it, and the bike absolutely rips. And posted it online. Everyone's telling me that the T6s are garbage. I have to run T5s or a CPI or a shearer pipe if I want to make any type of power, or else it's going to be just slow as a dog. So I went and bought myself a brand new set of T5s to put on. And today we're going to do a head-to-head comparison. I have a Tiny Tach to track peak RPM. I also have a Draggy app with a video overlay, so we can do 0 to 60 times, 60 foots, quarter mile, top speed, all that good stuff. Also, important bit of information. I called Toomey directly and told them my situation and what I intended to do and what the difference between the T6s and the T5s were. And they told me both pipes come on the power at the same exact RPM, but the T5s pull 3,000 RPM higher. That doesn't really make any sense to me. I asked some more technical questions and they basically told me, oh, well, our dyno testing was done so long ago, I can't remember. From what I've seen on most people's dynos, people's red lines are right around somewhere between 11 and 12,000 RPM, depending on your porting and what pipe you're running. So we're gonna see that today. Toomey says the T5 is gonna rev 3,000 RPM higher. So are we gonna be expecting 15,000 RPM, or the T6 is only revving, to like 8,000 RPM? That doesn't really make sense either, because these things don't come on the pipe till right around there. So we're gonna figure it out today. All right, here she is. This video is actually backwards. I did the testing with the T6s already, but my GoPro file corrupted, and so now the T6s or T5s are already on here, and we'll have to swap on the T6s again. But here it is, just pulled out of the toy hauler. Stock cylinder, 193 degrees of exhaust port timing. Got a little cool head on there with some stroker domes in it, 4mm stroker, brand new T5s, 4-inch swing arm, and it's got some PWK 35 air strikers on there, OEM ones, not the Chinese knockoffs, and some Keihin pod filters. Let's get this thing started up. All right, guys, she's all good and warmed up. Now we're gonna go head over to an industrial area where there shouldn't be any cars or traffic. And I'm gonna take my phone and mount it on the chin bar of my helmet and run the Draggy app, and it'll have all the telemetry information on there to do our 60 foots and our top speeds and all that good stuff. I will say that jetting, I think, is a little bit on the rich side right now. When I jetted it originally, it was like 30 degrees out, and right now here in California, it's close to 60. So you can tell by the idle, it sounds like it's a little bit low and a little bit soft sounding. So yeah, just bear with me. So what's sketchy about this extended thumb throttle is it gets stuck under my index finger and gets stuck wide open. So that's a little sketchy. Got a max RPM of 10,207, and that was 6th gear topped out. Max RPM on that one, 10,180, topped out in 6th gear. All right, time to swap out the pipes to the T6s, and I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick time lapse and then back at it again. All right, T6 is fitted back up. These are my original used pipes. Let's do a quick sound check. Well, it sprinkled a little bit, so the ground's got a little bit of moisture on it. Not sure if that's gonna affect the launch too much or not. Second run with the T6s, 10,122. run, T6 is 10,179. Testing is done. The 3,000 RPM difference, I am not seeing that at all. If you look at the max RPM of each run, it's within like 100 RPM, maybe. Most of them are within like 50. So I don't know where Toomey's getting their numbers there. The bike feels like it's coming on the pipe at the exact same. T5 might be a tad bit more responsive, but the top end pull, I mean, the max RPM, the red line's identical. So you just don't feel 3,000 RPM difference. In terms of the 0 to 60 times, 30 foot, 60 foot, they were all really, really close. The only time we saw a difference was like on the big end, like, 1,000 feet. You saw a little improvement. I did get a really, really fast run in there. I wasn't able to back it up. Where I'm at, the reception's probably not so great for the draggy, so I don't know if we can necessarily rely on that. I think it was 1144. So my consensus is, if you have T6 and you've modified your bike, it is not worth spending $1,000 or $1,100 in getting the T5s. I don't care what Toomey says with their testing. They said my numbers are going to be different because they only dyno tune, right? They're only on the dyno, and their numbers don't factor in, wind drag and stuff like that, and gearing or whatever. I'm running stock gearing, so the numbers should be pretty similar to theirs, but it is what it is. So if you have T6s, it's not worth upgrading to T5s. If you have T5s on a stock bike, it is not worth upgrading and buying T6s, right? I think if you have a mod bike, it's worth it to get some CPIs, maybe a shearer pipe. Other than that, if you got a set of Toomeys, rock them. Doesn't matter which ones they are. In this particular case, I bought a set of T5s brand new off of a guy for $700. So I don't think I'll lose money if I decide to sell either set of pipes. But I think next I'm going to try a set of CPIs if I can find them, and we'll do a comparison there. Anyways, we'll catch you on the next one.